Hey y'all, it's Kathryn from Southerngirlsmakeup, and I'm finally filming a video that I have been talking about for months. I don't even know how many months. And that is how to survive nursing school, or tips and tricks to survive nursing school, or how I went from a 70 to a 94 on my nursing school test. So grab your coffee, because it might be a little long. Grab your tea, grab a snack, because we got a lot to talk about. So I'm about to finish my second semester of nursing school. This time next week I will be a free bird, just flapping my wings, ready for summer, or I might be taking summer classes. That's a whole nother fiasco. But yes, so I am halfway done. I have 2 more semesters after this. I am in an associate's degree program. After I graduate, I'll be able to take the NCLEX to become a registered nurse, RN. So I am so excited. It has been a journey. So let me start by saying I'm not an expert, and my ways might not work for you. So the first thing I encourage anybody to do is find your learning style. I'm a very visual learner. I want to write everything out. I want to draw pictures. I want to use my colorful markers. I want to do whatever I can do to I want to do whatever I can do to help get that information in my mind. So I recommend, I have some wonderful pens. I'm sure anybody has heard of them. They're the Papermate, well, I think they're called Inkjoy. It actually doesn't say. But these little guys, they're great, and they don't bleed through on pages. So get some colorful pens, get some Sharpies, whatever you fancy. And something I kind of have to hang my head in shame is you have to read. I know. Some people can do it without reading. I've heard the stories. They don't read a single book and they pass. And I'm like, how do you do that? So whether it's Mary Townsend, whether it's Bruner and Sudart, whatever, them boys, you gotta read. I started this after I don't remember. Let me see. I started this after the second test, when I still did bad on the second test. I was like, okay, that's it. I gotta read. There's just nothing to it. So I threw it back to elementary school and made myself a reading journal. And I just sat down, looked at the required readings, and just took notes on everything. So yes, I started reading. And eventually I got a 94. Another thing that I would recommend is in your med-surg class, but I also did this with fundamentals. I would go by the objectives, and my med-surg objectives are very vague. My fundamentals objectives were spot on. I knew what I needed to know, and I did good in those classes. But my med-surg have been very vague, and I've had to work with that. But med-surg is all about understanding diseases, understanding who's at risk, understanding what it is, understanding the signs and symptoms, understanding the treatment. And when that kind of clicked, I was like, well, of course I need to know what the signs and symptoms are. I don't need to know, the definition of the disease, because I'm not going to ask you that on a nursing test. So I will put a close-up of what I'm looking at. But I started making PES charts. PES stands for Pathophysiology, Etiology, Signs and Symptoms, and Treatment. My clinical instructor actually taught us this. And it just really helps break everything down. So I would highly recommend, if you're in a med-surg, maybe start teaching yourself like this, because it really helps you learn it. So I will show you, look how thick all that paper is. This has the objectives, some online print resources, study guides, and all my PES charts. Look how big that is compared to the first test, which I got a 70 on. I'm not embarrassed to admit that. This study guide was 4 pages long. So, of course, I kind of set myself up to get a 70. So, that's one of the first things I can tell you is read. And then, if you're a visual learner, write out your stuff. If you're an auditory learner, record the lectures and then play it back when you're driving, when you're showering, when you're working out. And if you're, visual, auditory, hands-on, you can go to Skills Lab. You can I don't really know hands-on. So I do this for every class except psych. My psych class is ridiculously stupid, and I could talk on a whole nother video on my psych class. But for pharmacology, and I'll show a close-up of this as well, I love my pharmacology teacher. She lays it out how it is and tells us what do we need to know. So for pharmacology, I kind of like drew some pictures, drew arrows, wrote everything out, because I learned by writing. I had to write it. I cannot type it. I cannot just browse over a PowerPoint to learn anything. So I have to do that, and you need to pay attention to that when you start nursing school, because you'll learn very quickly how you learn. So now finals are coming. So, you know, finals are this dreaded subject every college student hates to talk about. They hate finals. They're like, finals. So going into finals or going into any big test, you need to know your body. For me, I know I need a full night's sleep. I'm not staying up cramming anything. If I don't know it by like 9 or 10 that night, I'm done, because I'm not going to learn anything staying up late. Also, some people will get up early and study. No, I'm not going to learn by getting up early either. I need my 7 to 8 hours of sleep. 6 to 8 hours, you know, it depends. I need that sleep. Also, you know, I work at a local restaurant, and I know I should not leave hardly anything for me to do after work. I don't work every day, but, you know, if I'm coming back on Thursday, if I work on a Thursday and I have my test Friday morning, I know when I get home Thursday night from work, like 8 or 9, I just need to have like one tiny thing for me to do, because if I have anything else, I'm not going to do it, because I'm just going to be tired. I'm just going to want to go to bed. That's it. So you need to know how you work. If you can pull an all-nighter and still be great the next day, great. But it is proven in psychology that you're supposed to get your sleep. You're not supposed to cram anything. So that's just something to kind of take away, because I know a lot of college students just cram, and it's like, that's not good for you. So, yeah. Plan out your schedule. You know, I love my happy planner. I plan out what I'm going to do each day, and, you know, I know that my review sheets for my test will take a whole day. It's not going to take an hour. It's going to take a whole day, because I'm going from the PowerPoints to the books, to my notes, to the PowerPoints, to the books. I'm going all through those things to make sure I cover everything. So you want to make sure you have enough time for everything and not schedule yourself. I try to make my to-do list way too big, and it kicks me in the butt all the time. So also, you know, treat yourself. Gotta have my coffee every morning. Before a test, I'll go get Starbucks, because there's one conveniently loaded that exit before school. Really? Y'all gonna do that to us? You know yourself, treat yourself, have your me time, you know, make a goal. If I get an 80 on this test, I'm going to Ulta. That's what I do. And so you reward yourself, because nursing school is hard. It's very hard. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes you question your life decisions and want to just go work as a stripper. Not really, Mom and Dad. I'm just kidding. It's hard. It really is. So believe in yourself. Don't start nursing school if you're not going to be 100% into it. And I just tell my friends, believe in yourself. If you studied, if you've done all you can do, you can't open up your brain and dump the textbook in it, unfortunately. So anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Leave any video requests you have down below, if it's for nursing school or makeup or whatever. I love to do them. I hope you guys truly enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys later.